What the f? Got here kind of late, and I've only got like 40 minutes to take a look at several vehicles, so it's going to be like a speed run today. Okay, first one, which he just brought over for me, is this Silverado. I think it's an 06. This is a flood, another flood vehicle from Ian. I already see the Key West residential sticker. You can see Geico water flood. Supposed to be a run and drive. See if that's true, see what kind of shape it's in. First thing I'm going to look at is the seat tracks, which don't look too bad. I don't know what's going on with the window. Oh, okay, the switches are broken. Perfect. All right, you just brought me another one. Great. Oop. Started right up. Definitely work truck condition. Doesn't seem like it's running that great. A slight misfire, check engine light. It's got brakes. It's got its gears. So, well, that's about. AC is not working, at least yet. This is a 4.8. Brake lights on. Yeah, all right, it's just the e-brake. 187,000 miles. Not low, not high. Yeah, these window switches are just messed up. I just hope is there glass? Yeah, windows in there. That's all that matters. All right. So let's take a look underneath. Got a nice coating of rust on the frame from it's flooding. I don't know how deep. Doesn't look like it got up in the cab, but you know, it's not bad. Obviously, something hanging there. It's kind of weird. So this would ow. Oh, that got me good. This would have to go pretty cheap. It's not in great shape. I mean, tail lights, everything. It's missing the tailgate, and it's going to be a salvage title. So, how are our tires looking? Well, this tire looks good. I mean, look, they'll get it down the road. They're not dry rotted. I thought I heard a little bit of almost like a piston slap, but I don't hear it anymore. Could have just been a cold little piston slap. Reman alternator. Check at the brake lines at the crucial spot where they always pop first. They look okay. So, you know, no major corrosion, just a little bit. Could have even been corroded before from being a Key West truck. I can't wait to look at this thing. Coolant's a little bit low. Actually, the engine doesn't sound too bad. Might have had a little misfire at its initial start, but oil looks nice and clean. Transmission fluid smells fine, looks fine. The problem is these flood trucks like this have been going for pretty dumb money. I mean, the last few that were like this, similar mileage and condition, went for over a couple grand with fees. And I mean, yeah, it's not a bad deal for a good running and driving GMT 800, but it's not a screaming deal either. I'm here for screaming deals. Let me give her a couple of revs just to see if it is missing. Yeah, the AC doesn't work. There was a slight little break there. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know. Again, it's got to go cheap. A few bids. It's not that nice. Miles aren't great. It's not like it's a low mileage, super straight truck. If it was a short bed, I'd actually be more interested. I mean, I like long beds better in terms of utility, but everybody wants a single cab short bed, one of these trucks to, you know, turn into a little hot rod. All right, so we're not wasting any time. Next vehicle, I think this is a 2002 town car. And you can see this is very similar situation to that Grand Marquis I bought recently. I'd almost say it's worse based on what I've seen so far. Another condo car, I bet, was probably parked right by the ocean. I mean, this trim's just screwed up. The other ones are rusty. How are our tires? We have, what are these? These are like Chinese tires or something. Really, this should have white walls on it. I don't even see a date code. Oh, wait a minute. 2017. Definitely got to check underneath on this one, make sure it's not a rust bucket. But honestly, based on what I'm seeing so far, it's got to go cheap. It's got a good coating of rust. Look at the exhaust on everything. You almost got to wonder if this was flooded. With the flooding down in Key West, they didn't have full coverage and they just donated it. That's a lot of corrosion. Again, it's not going to rot through, but it ain't pretty for a Florida car, that's for sure. You're going to need a new exhaust at the very least. It's a shame. I mean, this is a beautiful looking car. Top isn't in terrible shape from what I've seen so far. The stainless up here, some corrosion on the fittings here, but I mean, these aren't that bad. Look at the handle though, wow. This is just like that Grand Marquis. This car is like no miles on it. Yeah, 51,000, just like my Grand Marquis. Seats are in pretty nice shape. We got to look at the, see, I almost wonder, and the carpets look fine, but I almost wonder, and that's not, if that was rusty right there, that hinge would tell me that there was salt water pretty high, but there's some rust on that untreated metal there. How about inside this, even in the cigarette lighter, there's a little bit of rust. Now that can happen just by parking near the ocean a lot. If this was a condo car, which I assume it was, or again, water could have came in this thing. How are we looking on the bottom of the doors? Not too bad. It's got power, which is good. Again, door handles, the chrome is just shot. If you get this for the right price, which again, I'll throw a few bids on it. If I get it for the right price, then just like that Grand Marquis, it's worth fixing up some of the cosmetic bits. Same tires in the rear, good tread. It's going to be the same age, I'm guessing. Like all these Panther cars, the bumpers are always messed up because the old folks that own them hit everything but the lottery. A little oxidizing of the paint on the trunk. Again, everything chrome is in rough shape. Look underneath back here, not quite as bad, but you can see, I mean, there's just rust on everything. So this thing got dunked, and look at how rusty the bracket is, those trailing arms. This thing got dunked in some salt water, or it was just by the sea for the past 20 years. This being an 02, a year before the facelift that everybody likes. I don't mind these. Same tire here. I mean, the wheels are corroded. Look at this trim. Wow, look at how bad. This is the side that really was facing salt air. Got rust in the body. All this chrome work. That's bad. Look at that door handle. This would have to go pretty cheap because you got a lot of cosmetic work to do. I mean, look at this. It's unfortunate. That's why I'm glad I came and took a look at it. And the top is good. I'm happy to see that. Oh, look at the seats. They got all this spotting on it. Again, you got to wonder if salt water got in here, but the carpets look really good. I mean, usually if you've got water, it'll discolor the carpets and they'll feel very stiff. The track doesn't look too bad right there. I don't know. I don't like that staining on the leather. I'm not sure if that's going to come out. Wow, that's too bad. This car looked really promising in the pictures, but I kind of could see the corrosion, and it's way worse in person. So this is the nasty side. Look at the corrosion up there on that flare. Now, what's going on with this? It's just popped right out. Yeah, even corrosion on the handles, like my Grand Marquis. Let's see. It's got all the keys and everything. I wonder if this is a one owner. All right, let's take a look under the hood. The check engine light was on in the pictures. It seems like it's running fine. Wow, look at the corrosion. Wow. This is like a New England vehicle with the corrosion being this bad. What a shame. Oil looks really good. Probably just had an oil change. Is it because water got in it? I don't think so. I just think this was a condo car. I'll have to run a Carfax on it. Or actually, what I'll do in a minute is I'll check and see if the registration's in the glove box. And that will tell you. What a shame with all that rust. That'll tell you, you know, it's got the address on it. I assume this thing will be fine mechanically. I hear the AC compressor going. You know, I wouldn't mind having this if I can get it cheap. It's the undesirable body. More of that corrosion. Guys are gonna get tired of me saying that. It's the undesirable body. I mean, the palm trees tells me it was somewhere by the sea. Actually, the AC is not blowing cold. It must be low on Freon, that's why I keep cycling. Got an ABS light, check engine light, 51,000 miles. Right in gear. You got a registration? No. Somebody was smart for a change and took their personal items out before they donated it. Doesn't help me though. Cool. All right. Well, like I said, I gotta hurry. I gotta figure out where the other cars are supposed to bring me a whole bunch. I'm not seeing them. I think I can be over here. So this caught my eye. It's got the heritage badge on the front. And this is, I think it's flood. It doesn't say it on there, but I'm pretty sure it's flood rebuildable. Another Key West. I like that corrosion up there, but it's just one little spot. So obviously with this being a 99, I think it was. Yeah, I mean, this is like the peak of Northstar problems. You guys know me. I love Northstars. But usually the ones that have the most issues are these late 90s ones. So that looks okay, the seat tracks, but the floor is wet, the carpet. You can see the seats got some wear. This one didn't even start or show any power for the folks here at Copart when they tried to, does it not have keys? Well, that's the reason. Huh. 153,000 miles or somewhere around there based on the oil change sticker, so it's not low mileage. I was hoping there'd be some service records, maybe a, you know, rebuilt engine. The oil doesn't look milky, it's just dirty. But honestly, I'm not really interested in this with the mileage being that high. I mean, there's almost no value in a 99 DeVille, and the risk is pretty high with this one being a flooder. Looks like it's got green coolant in it, so someone serviced the cooling system. That's definitely good. I mean, Dexcool's fine if you keep it clean, but I'd rather see that the coolant's been changed at some point instead of running super old, dirty Dexcool. I don't think it's even worth bidding on. I don't need any more headaches. There's no key. Did I see a key in the center console or anything like that? Oh, what's that? To check the AC temperature. It's pretty cool. Let's see if there was a key hiding in here somewhere. I mean, the seats are a bit worn. Too bad. If this was like a 60,000 mile car, I'd be a lot more interested. Oh, look at the rust on that seatbelt. Yeah, man. I think this thing saw some water. You can actually see the water line in the carpet. The seat tracks look great though. It's funny how that the badging's in nice shape on this thing, I'll say that much. Even underneath, looks really clean. But I don't know how these tires, they're white walls, they got good tread, 18 date code. Yeah, the underneath looks really good. I don't know, no one's bid on this thing yet. Continentals, were they Continentals in the back? Yeah, those are some nice tires. And the wheels even look pretty good. A little bit of corrosion on them, but they'd still clean up, I think, for the most part. What's going on here? Bumper's just pushed back. It must have bumped something in the front. Well, I don't know. Probably not. I don't need this thing. I don't need the headache. Hey, Amelia Island, that's pretty cool. It was a car guy. Well, that's usually a bad sign. I know car guys, or anything like me with their daily or their beater, they don't take very good care of it. So, well, geez, I had a low mileage Trailblazer to look at, and a few others, but I'm not seeing them. All right, Fork Man, I shouldn't have doubted you. There's a Trailblazer, perfect. I got 10 minutes left. I think he probably thinks that's the right van, but it's not. They're not running that one this week. So this is a flood rebuildable, I'm pretty sure. And 78,000 miles. You know, these Trailblazers, these 4.2s are good engines. It says it's Allstate. It says unknown, but I'm pretty sure it was marked flood. So let's see. Do we have any odor? A little bit. And what's going on? Let's see if I can get a peek at. I'm gonna have to. Whoa, well, that's rusty. Does it have no power? All right, well, I'm gonna need that booster pack now. Otherwise, looks pretty clean. Low mileage, but dried out a bit. You look at the steering wheel, hasn't been garaged. Let's take a look underneath. I wonder what he brought this thing out. I didn't even notice. You can see where the salt water, get all that seaweed and crap caught up in the frame, just like with my van. But it doesn't look that bad overall. Just a little bit of corrosion. Tires look good, look really good. Some like Chinese tires, but they're literally, these gotta be like brand new. Yeah, 20 date code. So a little bit of rust back here. Make sure this isn't like body damage. No, it's gotta be flood. It's not perfect. It's white, so the paint's delaminating. What is that, just sap? It's like just sap. I can't really see. Yeah. It was underneath a tree or something. Got those good tires all around. It's always good to see that, because that's like if you got good tires, good battery, a few other easy parts to pull, you've already got your money if you get one of these things cheap. Oh, this is the one that just had no battery in it. They probably had a new battery. I remember seeing that in the pictures. Those are just little mud wasp nests. That's not sand or anything. And a lot of corrosion on the engine though. You see all this white corrosion? And the oil's got the right color to it. But yeah, I mean, she took a little bath in salt. That rust down there could just be from the battery. We see our brake lines. How are they looking? They look pretty good. They go down into a hose. They actually look like they're coated lines, unlike the full-size trucks. Let me try to put some power on her quick, see if she'll start. Got power. But not enough. Look at this covering up it's probably the brake lights. Yeah, they told me that booster pack might be dead. Well, not hearing it run, I gotta be really conservative if I bid on this thing. I don't know if it's knocking or anything like that, so it's another vehicle where I don't need it. It's gotta be the right deal. And I'll sell it. Yeah, she's not gonna start. That's too bad. Well, all right. That is a very rushed, you can see corrosion on all these Key West cars, just have so much corrosion on everything. Oh, we can see the seat track back here. Let's take a look. Oh, all right. I don't think this is a one owner in this condition. They got a little bit of rust on them, but I mean, I've seen rust like that in cars that weren't flooded, so who knows? These look like they've been spray painted, these covers. It's weird. Yeah, this is like a 1 or 2 bid situation. I know I say that a lot, but you know, I'm here for deals, good deals, not desperate. That's kind of awkward. The guy just brought the DeVille over. So I guess I wasn't supposed to be over there, but whatever, I got to look at it. Only one I didn't get to see was a 2010 donated Civic with 14,000 miles, but I already know it's going to go for way too much money.